What's happening, everybody? I'm back. It's me, your resident supervillain, Mr. J. Washington, and I'm here with the episode 13 review of DC Universe's Doom Patrol. And if you have not seen it, you already know. Come on back, because there will be spoilers. I'm here with Winston A Marshall. First and foremost, let's get that out the way.
That's what's up. Okay? What's good?
Secondly, last week I said it was the penultimate episode, right? Because we was under the impression it was 13 fucking episodes. And then somebody came in the comments, the first person was like, yo, it's only 13. I mean, it's 15, not 13. I was like, cool. Thank you to the first person who told me. And then through the week, more people kept commenting that it was 15 when somebody had already told me 7 days ago.
That's because we're in a culture now where people don't read.
I mean, I got it. I'm sorry, but I got it. We know it's 13, 15 episodes. Because clearly this wasn't the season finale. My bad.
That would have been a weak ass season finale. Like, you just end like that.
Oh, it would have been like Titans, and Titans season finale was ass.
It was just ass.
It was just ass horrible.
Ass, no titties.
Ass and titties. Ass and titties. Ass. Y'all don't remember that from season 1 of Dave's Trail? Just go see what they talk about.
You're talking about that one.
Yeah, the gay landscape.
Yeah.
Ass and titties.
I thought you were doing the original, God damn it, what's 3-6 Mafia?
Oh, no.
And big booty bitches. Ha! Like that shit? But yeah, no. There's like, they've got gay butchers. Gay landscapers.
Ass and titties. Ass and titties.
Let's go. Ass and titties.
You know what? Just for fun, let's run that one more time. Ass and titties. Ass and titties.
Ass, titties.
So, we do have a job to do here. So, again, this one, every episode, when you see the name of the title of the episode, they give you a clue as to what you're going to be talking about while watching this week. This one is Flex Patrol. Last week, if you didn't know who 722 was, some research, I even told you guys, it's Flex Mentallo. Well, we start off seeing him in Great Bend, Kansas, 1964. This man walking around in some leopard booty shorts, some sexy boots, and gauntlets. I was like, oh, he's the hero, but he like the local stripper that the town is just like, let him live his life, fam. Let him live.
It's like, you seen the shit he can do? Like, whatever. If he wants to do it, just let him do it.
Which, by the way, the weird shit about it is like, he has telepathy and telekinesis and even teleportation, but it only works when he's flexing muscles. So like he's with his wife and he about to have a picnic. This mom does this, the blanket goes straight. Which, by the way, I just want to show y'all that. The mom goes that and the blanket straight. But then she sit down and this mom flexes ass cheeks and
and the flower just pops
tulip come out. I was like, this is kind of awkward. Like, who wants ass flower? But
would there ever, man, can you imagine like how much you would be motivated to work out if you realized if you stopped working out, your superpowers would go away? Like, you have the power to essentially do anything, because this motherfucker, essentially the way they described it is that he has the ability to use vibrations to do certain things
through his muscles.
So as he flexes, he vibrates through stuff, which is also why, which we'll talk about in a little bit, he can understand the negative spirit because he can understand vibrations.
Right.
And that's how the negative spirit essentially talks.
So, we see a shorty talking about, because of course it's 1964, it's Leave It to Beaver era, you know what I'm saying? Shorty like, hey, Flex, yo, help me, my man. I got a young cat in the tree, you know what I'm saying? It's a little innocent ass kitty, nigga. And so
that little white boy didn't talk like that.
Yeah, he did. He's help me. And Flex was like, well, what's wrong, young man? Shorty was like, and he sees the little kitty in the tree and he's like, oh, that's no problem. This mark does this. And the branch comes down. And the kitten is just so docile as you think. He just grabs the kitten. And then the kitten hit this mug with a face beam. And still
full goose. Full goose.
No, this motherfucker with Stephen King sleepwalkers, okay? Do you remember when they would suck the souls out of virgins? It looked like that. Now, what if Flex Mentallo had been a virgin that whole time? That's why he had the strength of the muscles. What if he never hit his wife? Like, what if he never consummated the marriage?
That would also be depressing. Have superpowers or have sex?
Rogue has superpowers in the X-Men, and she can never fuck.
Yeah, that's depressing. I just said that.
I mean,
her storyline is one of the most depressing storylines.
Yeah.
Like, forget just the fucking. She can't even do this. She can't even hold hands with the prom date. And if she can't, she has to have a glove on. Nigga, it's not the same.
It's not real love. It's not real physical contact.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Gambit who told her, I got a lot of energy you can take, baby. That's the most pimp line ever. But back to
Can you do a Cajun accent?
Hell no, so I'm not even try. Whatever the black lady does in the Popeye commercials.
Love that chicken Popeye.
So we also, while we're in 1964, we go back to the ant farm. Now, first we see the whole shit that was going down that week. You know what I'm saying? With them, the superheroes, the oddities taking, you know what I'm saying, just destroying shit. And Derek Jones out here just blasting everything.
Oh, that's back in the present.
That was the present. But then we go back and we see that Flex Mentallo is ends up being roommates, well, next door cellmates with Larry Train and the negative spirit, because the Bureau is trying to figure out what the negative spirit is. And so they force him out the body. And after a while, like, you find out, because we ain't gonna go scene through scene, but later you find out longer the spirit is out of Larry, Larry starts to die. And that shit takes effect later on in the episode because the spirit has been out of him, helping them all out. And all of a sudden, Larry walks around, he starts throwing up blood in the bandages, which, by the way, is not only disgusting because he's throwing up blood, it's disgusting because it stays.
What, the blood?
It stayed in the bandages, bro.
Well, yeah, because that's how bandages work. It wasn't negative spirit blood. It was real blood. I just said
it was disgusting, fam.
I don't think it was disgusting. It's just regular. I mean, look, I'm just going to be contrarian to you this entire thing if you say something stupid. Like, you already... For those that haven't already watched, you need to go watch our It trailer review, because this nigga made me watch the It
trailer
Chapter 2 trailer, and...
Because he a whole bitch.
Shut up. Nigga.
So basically, once they find out that who Flex Mentallo is, because as we see him in the present, he's the dude with the long hair, real scruffy beard and everything, and Rita looks is like, yo, I know who you are. And they're about to get pinned by the Doom Patrol's about to get pinned by the Bureau, right? All in riot gear and shit. And so Cliff is like, yo, Jane, tell Flit to get us the fuck up out of here.
And she's like, that's not how that shit works. I'm not doing that.
And she was like, don't try to mansplain to me. He was like, man, what the fuck? Like, we finna fucking die.
If we don't go now, we ain't going.
We ain't going nowhere. And so, because you still got Vic holding his dad after he done beat the holy shit out of him.
But he's alive. We find out he's alive.
He's got a pulse. It's faint, but it's a pulse. Because why? This is how TV works. And so, basically, Flick takes them all back to Doom Manor, then takes Vic and Silas to the hospital. Flex Mentallo, they clean him up. They have him see how he looks, because they show him a picture of himself. And Rita. And takes Rita.
Rita makes a complaint, like, you just took Cyborg there by himself. He could be on the psychotic warpath. Like, he can't be alone.
So Flick was just like, all right.
Takes Rita. So now we've got Larry in the house with the negative spirit outside of him still after being extracted. You got Cliff also there, Flex, and Jane comes back. So Cliff and Jane are hanging out with Flex. Larry's going off to do his own thing, and the negative spirit's following around like a puppy, and he's like, you don't got to follow me everywhere. And
no, this is what he told me. He said, hey, man, listen, dog. We good right now, bro. You got your freedom. You know what I'm saying? I got mine. Live your truth. I'm going to live mine. You know what I'm saying? Why you trying to bring all this together? Larry taking his half-sick ass in his room, which, first of all, is like a radiation bomb shelter, which you pay attention to.
No, I saw that. It's a
bomb. Like, I've been noticing it from episode 1, but I'm like, damn. I think it's really meant to keep the spirit in more than anything else.
I think what it was is just from the standpoint of if something goes wrong
with him,
yes, if the negative spirit for whatever reason goes off, because he is radiation, that it won't kill everybody in the house.
This is true, but would it kill? Here's the only two people I'm kind of not worried about. Cliff, because it might fry circuits.
No, I'm worried about Cliff because he's just an iron body. That's not going to stop radiation from frying his brain.
It's protected, man, and all that good-ass metal, the good-ass sheet metal.
The metal will hold on to the radiation. No, that nigga's brain will fry. He'll go full zombie robot.
Which you acting like...
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, y'all like it's a fucking problem. Like,
that'd be kind of cool.
So... It goes so much. That's one thing about these episodes. They go back and forth so much. But basically, try to get Flex to realize who he is, because he lost his memory. This motherfucker think his whole life is based off of a soap opera.
Which, my favorite part of the episode, we'll get to in a little bit, is finding out that Cliff was on said soap opera.
Let's get to that part now. So Cliff as Robot Man tell him, like, yeah, I had a guest star on this. They talking about it was Emmy nominated, and you see him on there as Brendan Fraser.
And Brendan Fraser does the worst acting job, which is actually the best acting job of all time.
Yes, it is so cool to do this, right?
Well, no, he comes in, and he's like, this little kid is like, dying.
Wow, it's race car driver Cliff Steele.
I was like, hi, Timmy. I want you to Get better soon. This should help you go faster. And he puts the checkered race flag on, and the kid dies instantly.
And then kills him. But it's funny because Cliff, instead of looking at the scene, he's looking at the direction of the camera like
he just starts just single tears just coming down his cheek. Like, if they gave Emmys for just individual little scenes or even cameos, even though I know Brendan Fraser's on the show, he should get one just for walking in the scene and playing it so bad.
Yo, speaking of hilarious shit that's so bad, animal vegetable mineral animal vegetable mineral man has been a constant through this show, and he always in trouble with the fucking law. So my man got to go to court. First of all, you got to put a suit on with a dinosaur head inside. And so they talk about he was shot at the courthouse. So they show the video, which is totally graphic as fuck. Like some dude, German dude, walks up, sees him and starts shooting the shit.
I go, don't worry, everyone. He was only shot in the minerals.
He was only shot in the minerals. And then first of all, so the dude part is like, man, I'm not taking no comments. And the dinosaur's like, he's like, we're saying no comments.
Man, that's been one of those great little just kind of callbacks throughout that's the type of shit that you dream of as like an actor to have a callback to, where they're just like, we're just gonna have you come and do this cameo.
We just need you to do 6 extra episodes. But you know what? Also, the thing with Rita and Vic, also Rita in the hospital basically has a moment of clarity talking to Ed Asner, who is a fucking legend in Hollywood, but talking to him and has a moment of clarity about why she feels bad about everything, why everything has been haunting her for the longest. And she basically is like, yo, I deserve all this. Because she realized she was a stubborn, conceited individual. And so this is karma paying her back. And she gets it. She goes talk to Vic, trying to get Vic to put grid back in. Vic like, fuck all what you talking about. And then eventually he says, all right, I'll do it. But he says, if I do it, I can't go to help y'all. I got to stay here with my daddy because he alive, but barely.
But not only that, he mentioned like he still doesn't trust this whole grid thing one way or the other. So he's worried based off the prophecy, if he goes back with them, he will kill the rest of the Doom Patrol. So he's like, I got to save my dad. I got to make sure he's cool, and I don't trust this shit. So.
No, he don't trust it at all. So he stays in the hospital. Rita goes back. Now, Rita pumped up and charged. She go to Jane, Cliff, Larry. After Larry is almost dying, like I told you earlier, with the throwing up in the mouth, the negative spirit about to jump back in him to save him. And Larry's like, no, you don't have to. You can be free. You can go home. You can live your life. The negative spirit, this nigga go out the door, was like, all right, fam, I'm out. Go out the door.
Get up at the top, and then just like,
shit, man, fuck.
Turn around, came back.
It was. I'm pretty sure the negative spirit was reluctant as all shit. Was like, man, all right, nigga. All right.
I'm trying to. There's a movie where that shit happens where they were like, I'm just gonna leave your ass. It was a nigga that did it. I don't remember what movie.
And was it that Lawrence Fishburne handcuffed to fucking Alec Baldwin movie?
I think so. And then at the last thing, man, fuck, and turned around and went and got him.
Because it was like, because the only reason I remember the movie, because T-Boz had a solo song called Touch Myself, which I was like, why do you have a song called Touch Myself for the movie based off 2 dudes handcuffed together? That is really fucking awkward. Who is just in prison? I was like, whatever floats your boat.
You are on one today, man. You really are.
Hey, man, I've been feeling my motherfucking self. You like my new shirt, nigga? Look, these designs make me feel like a hoe. Look. He a whole hoe right now. Cause you know what I'm saying? I feel like he hating on me.
What I do? I ain't a hoe. My hoe days are behind me.
You know, I didn't just call you a regular hoe.
You called me a whole ass hoe.
I said a whole hoe.
Oh, I thought you said a whole ass hoe.
No, a whole hoe. A WHOLE hoe.
Dude, I figured that, like, whole, I just put ass. I thought you said ass. You didn't say it. You just said a whole hoe.
Yeah. You just killed all of the momentum that was going on through that.
Of course. Fuck you.
You're so aggressive.
You have to understand, y'all. I'm really tired. It's been a long motherfucking day.
But nonetheless, the negative spirit is back in Larry. So you got Rita, Larry, Jane, Cliff, and Flex Mentallo. After first, he gets his wife back, who was actually the chick Dolores with the elbow shit. Flint steal her from the hospital, from the ant farm, shall I say. And when she's there, she realized basically they end up having this old dementia-ass moment between the two, and then they start to figure out who the fuck each other is. Now, he still look young as shit, but she looked like she didn't have grandbabies. Like, he could have grandbabies looking that young, but she definitely didn't have babies. Like, she would help raise her bullshit ass son's kids.
Can we just say real quick, because we skipped a moment. So with Flex, he had grown out a full beard and hair. The reason why I bring this up is because there's a very funny scene where they're like, you know what? Maybe he just doesn't recognize himself. We're going to shave him. And
oh my God.
And maybe, so not only did they fuck him up, like when they finally get it done, he's got bandages all over his motherfucking face. Cliff has a hilarious line where he goes, ain't nobody on the ground ever went to cosmetology school.
Might have been a beautician in their brain, like the fuck.
But Cliff has a moment with Jane where he's just like, hey, so how's the underground? How is everybody? And she's like, don't fucking talk to me about that. I don't want to talk about
because
that.
Because it's still, knowing what the underground is and why it is still traumatic for her. But I think if you watch that, you're starting to learn that she's loosening up to Cliff.
She is. Well, not only that, she's getting the fact that Flint is willingly teleporting people like that. She's starting to have a little better control of being able to switch back and forth. It feels like that Jane's worked out some sort of deal with the rest of the underground. But the thing that I think was sweet was that Cliff was like, well, I don't want to get in your business, but if you want someone to talk to, because I know I shouldn't have been there, but if you want someone to talk to, like, I'll talk. And she kind of gets like a small little smile. She doesn't say anything, but...
He puts his big-ass robot hand on her shoulder, and I don't know why I got emotional for a second, my nigga.
And see, this is how I know that things have gotten too real and too ridiculous and, like, too triggered, because I immediately thought of Joe Biden. I was like, don't touch her. Don't touch her. I was like, respect her personal space, man.
He was in her brain, nigga. He knows about her. He like, yo, I'm like your new daddy, bitch. I'm here for you.
Nigga, that's my bad finger.
Oops, my bad. My bad.
Ow. For those that are asking what the fuck that means, I played dodgeball and I broke it and it didn't heal properly. So the shit just hurts if I bend it. And him grabbing that shit that hard really hurts. Oh, man.
So basically the Doom Patrol...
This is why you respect personal space, bitch.
So basically the Doom Patrol, they get pumped up, they ready to go. And then we just hear the narrator, Mr. Nobody, like, about time. They become the heroes they're meant to be. While Alan Tudyk in his flesh form is sitting up with a DC cap, a Doom Patrol shirt,
with a Doom Patrol mug,
and a Doom Patrol blanket. Listen, I want all of those. Okay, I would rock the shit out of all of those. Wouldn't you?
Well, I would too, but I was going to say the best part is then they have a Doom Patrol poster and he's like pointing at the team. He goes, wait a minute, and rips Cyborg's face off. Like, that's good.
And he's like, now you get what you want. Heroes versus villains. Good versus evil. Which is like, well, we've been going through 13 episodes of character development and build. I love it because it's so meta. As the narrator, he lets you know shit you're looking at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All these different things.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty great. So... And that's basically the episode as a whole. Now we're basically going to get down to the final battle of them actually going for knowledge, because Flex Mentallo actually holds the key more so than anything, because that was one of the main reasons they need to get him.
Oh, you forgot to mention that when him and his wife do reunite and she remembers, all of a sudden she goes full snapping and just starts disintegrating.
Oh my God.
Motherfucker.
She was like...
Except instead of like the snapping in the MCU, which it seems like they can sense they're fading, but they're not in like excruciating pain.
Oh, she was in all
hollering.
Like, you already got old fingers.
Old fingers?
So,
is that a dig, nigga? Is that a dig?
You'll get your dick beat back heels. Look at that big old dick beat finger. So what's your thoughts on the episode, man?
Hey, man. I
One
really,
down, two to go.
Yeah. I really loved it. I've given it a 4.5, man. Like, I feel like we finally got on the path. I love any time Mr. Nobody comes in, because I feel like he's just a troll like a motherfucker, which is pretty great. I'm glad to see Larry and the Negative Spirit again kind of come to terms with what's going on with them. And anytime you really get a Jane Cliff moment is just really touching. So 4.5, definitely.
Well, you know, because of those feelings you said, and I echo your sentiment completely and wholly, I think this episode had a lot of touching moments, had a lot of structure, a lot of meat and potatoes. I'm going to give it a 4.75 because I feel that it goes just a step above what you said, because I'm better than you. And so 4.75.
So now you go steal my joke too of how I give the thing secondly and you just give a better score because fuck you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because you thought you were going to get away with it and never come back around. Call back, bitch. So yeah, I give it a 4.75.
Or biting, I mean, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? You biting ass bastard.
Tell the people how they can find you.
I'm the swaggy blerd, TheSwaggyBlerd on all the socials. You can also find me on, doing some of these trailer reviews and shit. Like I said, if you haven't seen the It Chapter 2, it's some of the funniest shit we've done. I'm not gonna lie. I'm mildly, and by mildly, extremely annoyed the whole time. And there's some 40 slips at the end. Literally watch to the end of the video, because even till the fade out, there's some fucking comedy.
You have to watch. Most people watch the reaction and they're like, all right, there's nothing else behind it. When I tell y'all, you have to watch all 10 minutes.
Through our laughter, because I say one thing and it's funny, and then he follows up with something else up to the end. Like, watch it all the way till it's over.
Also, you can catch him on Backpage.com. He's selling it. Ladies, if you are over 65 and you are looking for a young Killmonger light, he is available for you. He takes payments in cash, Venmo, and more menthol 100s.
Also, Bitcoin, and I'll tell you right now, I have great reviews, lady. His mama gives me nothing but 5 stars. Ooh, you didn't see that coming, nigga.
My mama dead, though.
So nigga, I'm fucking a ghost then. You think I'm gonna back off just because your mama dead?
Twitter, Instagram, you know where the fuck I'm at, right? Patreon, you know what?
Nigga, you did this to you, all right?
The Man Titan Podcast. The fuck, man?
Collider movie talk.
Collider movie talk every Thursday. I'm there. Shit, man. I don't know if I'm let this motherfucker. Wow.
You did this to you. I literally was being over here. I was being nice. You decided to just throw my shit out there like that. Like, that's fine. I'm gonna come out swinging, nigga. Don't put me. Nobody puts baby in the corner, nigga.
Why the fuck are we quote Dirty Dancing that? Bye, y'all.
Is your mama really dead? I'm sorry, dog.
Yes, nigga, that's what the tattoo is. 1957 to 2000, that's my mama.
I apologize, man. At least you got to see Obama, right?
No, she didn't see Obama, nigga. She died before the nigga became president.
Because she saw the election.
No, nigga, she died in August.
You said 09.
That's 07, nigga.
Oh, it's 09. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
It's fine. I just, again, don't just be out here selling. I want to be out to 65-year-old women. Like,
everybody wants you, nigga.
I'm almost married. Fuck off.
Oh, yeah, we are still recording.